everyone, Soundwave884 here with a Transformers review, and this review take a look at Kingdom Deluxe Class Autobot Slammer. He is one of Metroplex's components or mini bots that hang around with him. Take a look at the packaging. Nice tank mode shot there. Robot mode right here. And then you turn aside, you get the Kingdom artwork back. 20 steps gets you around. Of course, he is one of those weaponizers, so he comes all apart, and you can then stack him on another transformer. Here they show him stacked on pipes, which is his wave mate. Turn top and then your bottom. Alright, here is the figure of Slammer. It is a very nice looking figure. So far, he's one of my favorite weaponizers just by straight up looking at the figure. Nice coloring and change of the details. You got this off-whitish gray color here, and the white here, black. And it's very sort of G1-esque because he had the white and that little weirdish grayish white color going on. Turn to the back. His backpack here, you get these little pegs. You can take this stuff and then peg it on the back if you don't want him to have it on his arms. Head sculpt here is very nice. Nicely painted blue eyes there. He does have a bit of a, like, you say ab crunch. This leans backwards, and that's because of transformation and everything. But the problem there is that you can bend him back a lot very easily. It doesn't really lock into place or anything, so that gets kind of in the, when you're trying to fiddle with a toy, it's going to keep backing up like that, so it can become a nuisance in robot mode. A quick comparison with Ironworks, who is another weaponizer, and yes, they did reuse some parts from Ironworks onto Slammer. It's just his thighs and his little hip pieces here are the same. So, I know some people are very nitpicky over stuff like that, and I don't mind them reusing parts like that. That doesn't really matter to the overall look of the figure or the alt mode of the figure. It's still a Slammer. It's still a totally different robot and tooling than Ironworks. Now, the big cannon here just pegs on. He has these little pegs on either hand, so you can peg that there. And yes, it does support blast effects. You can just shove them in there. A little loose though, honestly. It's not as snug as most things are. So that can be sort of a problem there. Then you have this big chainsaw. He's ready just to cut the crap out of the Decepticons. And I'm trying to peg that on. It all goes with this piece here. These things here. He falls over a lot so far. There's a tab here. It just slides in this little groove here. And then these two pegs will just peg on to this like that. And then you take the other peg and you just peg it into either arm. Now, if you didn't want him to have this big saw, this here can now go on his back. Only problem with that is it does get in the way of stuff. Something I hate about the weaponizers is that when I'm just trying to fiddle around with these guys, it's easy for the them to just come apart on you. And you put that on his back like that, and then this piece here will just go right up top. Maybe turn the other way like that. And you have the peg on the back. Now you can take this cannon if you don't want him to have it on his arms, and you can just shove it right there as well. And we'll stick his arm back on. Because they're made to come apart easily for the other stuff. I'm constantly pulling his legs off and his arms when I'm just trying to pose the figure. Articulation is what you couldn't expect Transformers. It's the weaponizers. You got this here, elbows to there. There's no wrist swivels because his hand is molded in. You can spin this 360. Head kind of collapses in. That's for transformation, so you get that. Yeah. So that can become a nuisance as well because his head will keep it just collapsing into his torso. Slide up, slide down, 360 around, and a wobbly effect. You got a 360 waist swivel. You can kick out far to the sides, front, back. You can as well, especially when you don't have the backpack on. Knees bend a great deal because actually this piece here collapses into the legs. And ankle tilts can go up to there because that's for transformation as well. It locks in right at that point. And of course you got your thigh swivels and bicep swivels. Alright, to transform Slammer, you just want to remove this backpack. We'll just put that to the side right now. Turn his head. face the back, and then you're going to collapse it into his back. You're going to take his arms, you're going to bring this up, you're going to turn it like this, bring this up, turn his arms like this, and you want to just take them off, pull his legs off here at the thighs. Alright, grab his legs, grab his ankle tilts, lock that in, fold the piece down. Same on both legs. That. And take his arms. You see his little tabs on these pieces here, slots. We're just going to tab that together like this. And you want to take this piece here. You're going to put this 2 pegs right into that. It doesn't stay on very well. It comes off very easily. And then you're going to take this, the 2 pegs here, 2 holes here. Put that on that. You're going to take his legs. You can see how this piece here goes. There's a peg here, peg hole on the bottom. So we'll move that in. And we're going to peg that on like that. Same on the other side. See, the piece just pops right off. So this is really a review video of how many things I can just knock off the figure while I'm doing something else, right? Apparently. Put this back on there. Now you want to take this piece here. You see the 2 peg holes here, the 2 pegs here. We're going to peg that on that. Take this little piece here. You want to swivel it around 180. And then this is just going to collapse inside the opening here. Now you want to take the cannon here. Stop coming apart. Alright, and then you just want to peg that on like that. And you have transformed Slammer into his tank mode. Now he does have these little wheels on the bottom, and he sort of rolls. They don't do a very good job for me anyway. On my copy, the ones back here are kind of stiff. Don't really want to turn as freely, but the ones up front do. Overall details, I do like the front of the tank with the Autobot logo. It's like he's coming at you to mean some business. Like I said, the black breaking up the gray off-white color is very nice. The Lego blocks here in the back. It's not bad. The tank turret here, you can go up and down pretty well. You can't turn it around or anything, but these pieces being not really tabbed in at the white part, it's very easily to come unpegged from this piece and this piece to fall off. So that can be a nuisance right there as well. Now the blast effects, same cannon, still loose here. I don't understand that. Well, see if I got another blast effect. Try them all. Yeah. Gorgeous purple. Yeah. Okay. So that's disappointing there that blast effects don't really stay in this that well at all either. But it's still a cool looking tank mode, in my opinion. Alright, so final thoughts here on Slammer. He is probably, in my opinion, one of the best looking weaponizers. Biggest problems on this figure is his things are more loose. His limbs are more loose, more prone to popping off on my copy. Just trying to pose the figure, I'm constantly pulling his arms, his thighs, his legs off. Also, this little back piece back here that holds on to this, the one you peg onto vehicle mode and stuff, doesn't hold very well. And also the blast effects don't really fit snug into the tank turret or the cannon, so they will be constantly falling out or just very, very loose and barely hanging in there. So that is probably the cons. The pros of this figure: it's a beautiful figure. It's nice they finally gave Slammer a robot mode. It looks really good. Here he is next to Six Gun and Scamper, the other components to Metroplex. These are all recently done. Scamper's the oldest. He came with the Titans class Metroplex. Six Gun came around in Siege, and now in Kingdom we have got Slammer. They all look pretty good together, with Scamper being the only one who looks a little bit awkward compared to some of the stuff nowadays we're getting, as he is like an 8-year-old figure. Anyway, they look really good, and we'll probably do a video with them all on Metroplex, and that will be probably a little ways away, but I'll get to that. It's the new year, got more stuff coming. I'm going to do some top figures of 2021 coming up as well. Anyway, thanks for watching. I definitely recommend this figure. You know, mine has a few little problems. It's nothing to deter you from actually owning this beautiful looking figure. Till next one, peace out.